if you put God first in everything that you do, that you have faith in something greater than yourself, that you lean on God to guide you in your decision makings, your morals, you can't go wrong. I put country on there because it's really, really important for me, and I fought for my country, and so do a lot of other Americans out there. And freedom is just one generation away. It's super important, and we are really, truly the guiding light in the world because of who we are as Americans. And team I put on there because team encompasses everything. It's your family, your neighbors, your community, your church, whatever it is for you, for your inner circle. Those are the three things that mean the most to me. And I put them right on the bag so everybody can see it.
I just had a guest on, Aaron Guyette, who was at the event, and he presented on rites of passage, and he's built out an entire rites of passage curriculum for his kids, and he's sharing it with other men, other families. It's phenomenal. And it talks about, he talked about a foundation of some sort of belief system. And I can't quite remember the way that he said it, but I mean, and you're basically saying the same thing. Your very firm foundation is God, and then country. And I've said this from the very start of the podcast, I'm not going to push my religion and my belief, but I'm not going to be shy about it. And, a lot of guys are like, well, how do you put God before your family? Well, when you do things in the right order, everything just works. It balances out. I put my wife before my kids. It's God, my wife, my kids. And, but she came first. And if I serve her, I'm serving them. And I know if the way I see it, if I'm serving God, I'm serving my wife and my kids, and I'm serving my community. Do you have that similar mindset, or is yours a little different?
No, it's absolutely the same mindset. God created us. It's the most important thing in my life. And I put God first in everything.
So had you been an entrepreneur before starting Bonefrog?
No,
Okay.
I served in the military. That was it.
Wow. So let's talk a little bit about that, because it's fun to talk with people who are kind of newer in that area, because it's fresh.
Yeah.
I've been an entrepreneur for years, so for me it's just an old hat. But there's a lot of guys reach out to me. And it's like, I really want to step away. I really want to do something. I've always dreamed of doing X. And let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, your process, how scary it was, which I'm sure it was. There's a lot of inherent risk. But yeah, do you have any stories or things you learned through that process that you think could glean some wisdom into other men's lives?
I will say, if you want to become an entrepreneur, do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So just put yourself out there and put the work into it. It's scary. You're putting everything on the line, and I take the responsibility of me feeding my family and keeping a roof over our heads as my highest priority. And failure is not an option. And so, there's times when I'm down at the office filling orders at 2 a.m. Because I can't sleep, and it's got to get done, and somebody's got to do it. And so I just do it. And there's a lot of things that you just need to figure out and put in the work, take the initiative, and just figure it out and talk to the right people. Like I said, find those subject matter experts in your area that can help you out. There's a lot of people that like to pass it forward, so to speak. And, they'll reach a hand out and, and help you with whatever you need. Starting your own business is exceedingly difficult, but not undoable. You just need to put in the time to figure out how to do things on your own. And then the team grows around you, and it just happens. And when you figure things out and your business starts growing, there is nothing more rewarding, because you are working now for yourself, helping to put food on the table for your own family. And it's one of the more rewarding things I've ever done.